Welcome to Waywut, your weekly verbal double take. This is a rabbit hole podcast where a couple of old guys do moderate to shallow dives into various topics, ranging from true crime, paranormal, sports, pop culture, or anything else that we find interesting. We drop episodes every Tuesday and on Fridays if we feel like it. You can follow us on Facebook, X, and TikTok. We appreciate you joining us. And now that we got all this self-promotion stuff out of the way, here we go.
Oh, well, sorry. Well, hello there. Today, I am under center, towing the rubber, in net, and on the tee box, preparing another topic that made me say, wait, what? Joining me in the backfield, wearing number 90 to represent his 40-yard dash time, Darrell Holiday.
Oh, you're doing sports talking. Okay.
Yes, sports talking.
Sports talking.
Yeah. Well, for those that didn't know, Darrell and I grew up together, and of course, we played baseball together. Let's go Chargers. Remember our old Charger team? Hell yeah, them yellow shirts and puffy hats.
Mm-hmm. Yellow shirts with white writing.
White writing, yeah, very hard to...
Yeah, very hard to see.
We obviously got the last color choice on our 4 teams of colors to choose from.
Yeah.
Yellow was not a good look, but whatever. As we got older and out of high school, we picked up ice hockey. And there's actually an interesting story on our ice hockey adventures. The way we would play is we had a very good friend named Tony who worked at an ice rink. And he was gracious enough to allow us to come in after closing hours. He would let us in around midnight. We would get there and we learned how to play ice hockey in the middle of the night. And it was some of the most fun times we had.
Yeah.
It was great.
I actually talked about it today. I was telling people about the time that I went headfirst in the glass without a helmet and had a concussion and left my car running in the parking lot at work the next day for 6 hours. But lucky I even remember that story.
Yeah, I remember that happening, and it was a great time. We would have a lot of fun getting up there, and it grew, and we got better at it, and I appreciate the time we got to do it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
But none of that compared to our days of playing wiffle ball. And, of course, once we outgrew playing hockey, we morphed into playing wiffle ball. And for those that don't know where wiffle ball is, it's that big, long yellow bat you see with the plastic ball. The thing is, we got really good at it. And we would play weekly, and we would travel to different cities. Oh, yeah, there's the the trophies.
Yes, for those of you who are just listening, I'm holding up our trophies to the camera from when we got second place in state and then second place in another tournament. Man, we never got the big win.
No, we did get the big win once, but our teammate still has a trophy for that one. I don't think I've ever seen that trophy before.
It's bullshit.
We won it, and he kept it. Anyway,
you forgot to tell them the name of our team.
Yes, the name of our team was the WTX, or the White Trash Express.
Damn right.
Damn right. We wore our cutoff baseball shirts. We had our trucker hats with a rebel flag on them.
I had a flaming do-rag.
Yes, and when our flaming do-rags,
yes.
We would show up and play wiffle ball with our aluminum wiffle ball bats.
Damn right.
But during our tenure, it was still relatively a small sport. Sure, we had some big state tournaments like Darrell just alluded to, second place, and other local tournaments, but now there are professional teams. The Premier League Wiffle, based out of Las Vegas, and Major League Wiffle is based out of Michigan. Games can be viewed on Twitch and YouTube. The sport has grown. And actually, one of the guys we used to play with, he's on one of the Las Vegas teams as a professional football player.
Is it the guy from Kitchen Pass with the wicked pitching?
No, it's a guy from, what was his name? His name is Andrew Lede. He went by Andrew All Day Lede because he could pitch all day long. He was a lefty. I can't remember the team he was on. They were from Oklahoma, but he was really good. Really, really good at wiffle ball. But now he's made a freaking career out of it. He's on a professional wiffle ball league team.
I guess we were just born a little too late.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
too early. We're
too
too
early.
old. We're too damn old for wiffle ball. Well, not yeah. We
Mhm.
might. Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, I might
The
be
way
too
they
old for
play it
wiffle ball.
now, they actually make you run bases in some of these wiffle ball leagues.
Oh, screw that noise.
Yeah, no, I ain't all about that. It's all about hitting and pitching.
It wasn't fielding.
Yeah, the old rules is a lot better than the rules that they play with now. Man, you have
Oh
to field it and you have to actually throw it to first, and it's like no, just
man, there goes my dreams of being a professional wiffle ball player. And I don't know
yeah,
that they got all those harder, more difficult rules.
yeah. Although it's still seen as pretty much baseball, it's still considered an odd sport. Now, jump ahead to the movie Dodgeball. Besides the great lines from that movie, we were introduced to the then fictional ESPN The Ocho. This station was to highlight the sports that were strange, different, or obscure. And on August 8th, 2017, ESPN paid homage to this by airing a marathon of these type of sports. It was a success and is now a yearly tradition. And that will bring us to today's topic. And Darrell, I need you to clear your voice and get ready to announce a very long title, or not a long title, but I need your announcing voice.
Okay.
The title is "The Wide World of Weirdo Sports."
Welcome to the wide world of weirdo sports. Is that what you wanted?
That's perfect,
Okay.
perfect, perfect. Now I'm going to go over some of the weird, obscure, and just plain dumb sports. So I looked up some of these, and holy crap, there are a plethora of pretty dumb sports out there. So I'm just going to go over a few of them that struck out or stuck out to me. The first one
Okay.
is chess boxing. That's right, chess boxing. It's
I've actually
exact.
heard of it.
Yes, it's exactly as you think. Here are the rules. A match consists of 11 alternating rounds of chess and boxing, starting and ending with chess. Each boxing round lasts 3 minutes, followed by a 1 minute break. The chess rounds are played under time control with a total of 9 minutes allotted to each player and no increment added to either player's clock after a move is made. You win either by knockout or checkmate. There is also a rule that prevents a fighter who is getting his ass kicked in the chess to stall so he can win in the boxing ring or vice versa. It's pretty genius.
I mean, the thing I like about it is like, you get your bell rung good enough, you're probably going to make some chess mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting there like, oh, why did I have four queens right now? I'll
Mm-hmm.
move with this one here. I lose.
It really strengthens your mental capabilities when you're tired. It makes you think a lot harder, or it can make you make more mistakes. It's
Maybe.
it's the ultimate mind tool or mind game, in my opinion. It's like in the fourth quarter when your favorite football team is starting to make a bunch of shitty mistakes because they're tired and mentally drained. Talking about you, the Dallas Cowboys. All right. Uh, in the late this is the origin. This is how this got started.
Hold on. Woo-hoo.
Okay.
What was going on? Because you froze up on me.
Uh,
I just heard you just sit there for a second and go, all right. Because like you froze up for a while, like a good like 30 seconds.
yeah, I was just talking about chess boxing.
Okay. Just making sure. I just wanted to make sure because like I was like, I hope he didn't just ask me a question and me be like,
No, I thought the video just froze and not the
no,
audio. Oh,
no, yeah, just keep moving along. And I just want to make sure. Hey, and the little knob on your mic, turn it down some.
that better?
Let me hear.
Hello, is that better? In the late
Well,
1970s,
turn it down a smidge more.
turn it down.
Yeah, because you're coming in too loud, and it's kind of jacking with your audio a bit.
Oh, what about now?
That's better.
All right. Maybe I'm talking too loud.
No, it isn't that. Never. You're talk the way you're going to talk. Adjust the mic. Don't adjust you. That's what
Got
the
it.
tech is there for. All
All
right,
right.
Darrell.
Origin.
Wait, hold on. Okay.
Now, the origin is from the late 1970s. The Robinson brothers, James and Stuart, they liked to play chess against each other after training sessions at their boxing club in London. It garnered local attention. With this attention, the concept of chess boxing was introduced in the 1979 kung fu film Mystery of Chess Boxing. In a shout out to the film, the Wu-Tang Clan brought chess boxing to the mainstream for the first time in 1993 when they released the song The Mystery of Chess Boxing. Today,
That is legit. That
yeah,
is that's a badass origin story.
yeah, you have a kung fu movie and a song by the Wu-Tang Clan. Can't get
Yeah.
much better than that.
Hell no.
So today, the World Chess Boxing Association, the WCBA, and the World Chess Boxing Organization, the WCBO, are the governing bodies for chess boxing. The current champions include the WCBA World Champion Sean and the Machine Mooney, the female World Champion Carissa Yip, and the first champion from the U.S., Matt Thomas. Sorry, they didn't have any cool nicknames.
I am kind of curious if chess boxing has corrupt promoters like Don King. You know, these corrupt promoters that are like taking all the chess boxers' money and like rigging the matches and stuff. It's like, I told you to move the rook to e5 in round 4. You know,
Yeah, I'm sure there's betting on it, but we're looking into it, and you can't just be a certain boxer and that happens to know how to play a little bit of chess. You have to be ranked in the chess world. You have to have a certain number of games played and have a certain ranking in the chess world to be even considered to be in this league. So you got to be good at chess and boxing.
that's hilarious. It's like I've busted my ass for years to make it in the chess world. Now I've got to run 6 miles a day just to get my endurance up for boxing. What the hell?
I'm telling you, it's really interesting the way they do it. It's as far as how you're mentally drained in the ring from trying to whoop somebody's ass or getting your ass whooped, and then you're trying to have to completely turn that around and try to think logically and moves ahead in a chess game. It's
I can't I can't play chess worth shit down. I can't imagine doing it after somebody done punched me in my head like 4 or 5 times.
right. Even if you're winning the match and you're punching them 100 times, you're still exhausted and tired, and you're sitting there trying to think about the chess game. So you may be
So,
winning the chess game or winning the boxing match, but you may be getting your ass kicked in chess.
do you think, you and I could come up with something like, I don't know, kickboxing checkers or MMA shoots and ladders
Yes, because some
or
of these sports are stupid as shit.
or
Just like
like
this next one.
power slapping Candyland?
And that power slapping is pretty legit.
Oh, power slapping Candyland. Slap each other, and then you draw your little colored squares and be like, "Oh God, he's on Chocolate Mountain! He's on Chocolate Mountain!"
Man, that's some violent stuff right there.
Damn it, yeah, hell yeah, it is. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Well, speaking of violent stuff, what do you know about extreme ironing?
Uh, do not. I mean, I'm. Can I take a guess before you
Yeah,
go? All
absolutely.
right. Is this like, you're like climbing a cliff and then like somebody lowers you an ironing board and you have to like press a shirt while you're hanging off of a cliff?
Yeah,
Or do you do it like while on a plane wing? Oh,
all
okay.
of it. All of it. Uh, Here's the description. People take ironing boards to remote locations and iron items and clothing. Some locations that have been used include a mountainside, a forest, while skiing, in a canoe, middle of the street, underwater, and while parachuting. A common
Um, how's underwater even work? I mean, do they
uh,
just have to make the motions of ironing,
oh
or are
no,
you're judged by the? All right, never mind. I'm getting ahead.
no, it's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. Nobody likes ironing that much. We have to do it in extreme conditions, but it's a freaking sport. It's huge. A common misconception would be that the competitors are scored only on how dangerous the location of their ironing is. But the most important part of scoring is how many wrinkles are left on the clothing and how the competitor chooses to iron the clothes. Competitors are scored for the quality of the pressing, style, and speed. Quality of the pressing counts for half of the points scored.
How is anything pressed underwater?
I don't know.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I guess maybe if you got one of those big bubbles where you capture air in it and your ironing board's in there. I mean,
mhm.
and it'd be really difficult because you'd have to try to not get it wet while you're ironing it.
There's
But
actually a world record. I don't for the number of people underwater ironing at once. It's like 170 people are underwater at once ironing. It's the stupidest world record. But watching
all
these
right,
people in a tree or hanging down the side of a mountain with an ironing board, just ironing away. I don't like ironing in my own house when it's air conditioned and I have a not have to hang from a tree to do it.
all right. Well, all right. So how about this? What if we get like you and me and like 40 of our closest friends,
Uh-huh.
and we all get like some sort of online game on our phone, like Among Us or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And then we all go to the shitters at like a Bucky's. You know, there's got to be a place with enough stalls.
Uh-huh.
And we have the world's longest or world's most shittiest online game session or something. I don't know. It seems like you can have records for anything, and I
You
figure,
could.
Bucky's would like that. They're very proud of their bathrooms.
Yeah, I think so. My question is, was there a previous record for 150 people underwater ironing and they just went ahead and broke it by 20? Or they just went ahead and made it so many people how many people showed up? They could have had just three people and would have set the record.
I wonder if 169 people did it, and then they're really pissed because their 170th person that day like forgot
God!
their iron. They forgot their iron. They're like, "Oh my god, you idiot! Now we're only gonna have 169. It's not a big deal. We're still gonna break the record. Oh no, I guarantee you, the French bastards will come around and do it with 170 just out of spite.
Mm-hmm.
You ruined everything, you piece of shit. Well, why don't we do 171 next time? You can't have 171 people ironing underwater.
That'd be
That's just
ridiculous.
stupid.
Well, the origin of extreme ironing originated in 1997 in Leicester, England. When,
What? You're telling me that an extreme sport came out in the 90s?
yeah,
Wow.
I know, radical, right?
Yeah, that's that was when everything was so extreme.
Yeah, Mountain Dew.
Extreme.
What
I'm
show was that?
ridiculous. Extreme.
Was it Harold and Kumar? Go to White Castle when they run into the guys doing the extreme stuff in the convenience store. When they
I
like,
don't
no,
I don't remember.
no,
I don't
okay,
remember that in anything. But I
well.
just extreme.
It originated in 1997 in Leicester, England, when Phil Shaw, a knitwear factory worker, combined his two favorite activities of ironing and rock climbing. Shaw, who goes by the nickname Steam, began promoting the activity internationally in 1999. He met German tourists in New Zealand who helped form the Extreme Ironing International Group and the German Extreme Ironing Section. Today, the Extreme Ironing Bureau is the organization that oversees extreme ironing. Some records include ironing at the highest altitude of 17,850 feet, which is right above Everest Base Camp. Oh, here, what I just alluded to. Most people ironing underwater at 173 people, and for the longest continuous ironing at 100 hours, finishing about 2,000 garments.
So what happens whenever you get a mama's boy and a lover of extreme sports, an adrenaline junkie, say you? Extreme ironing here in the wide world of weirdo sports.
What do you think
But
about his
yeah,
nickname?
Steamy.
No, Steam.
Steam. It's just all I could. I mean, seriously, all I could think of is it's like a mama's boy adrenaline junkie.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got
it's
so
a.
good at his normal chores that he turned it into a an extreme ironing event.
I'm sure. I'm sure his second option was like combat crochet. Yeah, you got to fight
Mm.
people with your crochet needles, and then you got to whoever knits the best, sweater wins. I don't know. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this is just the tip of the iceberg of how many stupid ones there are.
All right, let's keep going then.
All right, all right. The next one is called Buzkashi. The description. This
Hey,
one is
wait,
very
I know this one. This is the thing with all the guys and the girl with the funnel on her head, right?
wrong show, Darrell.
Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure
Mm-hmm.
that's what. All right. Okay. Go on.
This one is still very unique, just like what you were referring to. It's very unique. This is the national sport of Afghanistan. It is a traditional sport in which participants mount on horses and attempt to place a dead goat in a goal. It is very popular and usually attracts thousands of fans. The game can be played in two ways. In one version, the goal is simply to grab the goat and move in any direction until clear of the other players. In the other, players must carry the goat carcass around a flag or marker at one end of the field and throw it into a scoring circle at the other end. The riders will carry a whip to fend off opposing horses and riders.
This is a public service announcement from the wide world of weirdo sports. What do you do whenever you're too poor to have a ball? Well, poor Afghanis have to play sports with dead goats.
Yeah.
So, please, please give money. Help us bring balls to Afghanistan. Save a goat. Sorry, that's all I
Sometimes I
got.
know them use a goat. They just use like a bag of sand, but
I
they're
think I think I could probably get away with, I don't know, always using a bag of sand.
it takes away the tradition.
There's some traditions that can go away, and I think playing with dead animals is probably one of the best ones. That's the thing that you do whenever you're like 5 years old and you're walking around the fucking park with your mom, and she takes her eyes off you for 1 second, and you
Uh-huh.
come and you bring her like a dead bird, and you're like, look, mama, look what I found. I'm sorry, Afghanistan, you need to grow out of that shit by now and
Yeah,
move on to like inanimate objects.
no, it's very, very popular. It's called Buzkashi, Buzkashi. There are plenty of online videos of them playing, and they take it seriously. Like they have players that are really, really good, and it's weird. I'll
All
tell
right,
you
hold
that
on.
here in a second.
All right. Can I ask questions first?
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
because. Um, do they kill the goat
Yes,
before the game? They do. All right.
yes,
So in other words, they get to pick what their instrument, or what their ball or
yeah.
whatever it is. So do you think they like go around like the goat herd and they like squeeze it and like grab it and like hold it and be like, yeah, okay, no, yeah, this is the one. In
Mhm. This one's got good grip. This one's just perfect size to lay across my horse's back.
yeah, I mean, if you really want to play a game with a corpse, I'm pretty sure they got the death penalty there. How about the next time they stone a woman for like showing her ankle or something? They just use her corpse. It keeps them from having to sacrifice a goat. And it makes use of a
Mhm.
dead body while it's already there. Or the next time that they kill some guy for being gay. I mean, they could, just use what you have. You don't have to just kill a goat for a game. That's a waste of a goat.
True. The origin of this weird game. It began among the nomadic tribes from Asia and started moving westward between the 10th and 15th centuries. It is possible that it's evolved from a battle exercise for Mongol raiders. Today, it's still going stronger than ever. In fact, the best players can earn up to $10,000 a year, with winning teammates sharing $35,000 and sometimes winning 3 camels and a car, depending on the sponsor. Sarwar Palawan is a top player in the world.
That and good for him.
It's weird that we have well-known basketball players, golfers, baseball players, but over there they have well-known Buzkashi players. It's very strange, but not as
I just
strange as the last one.
I was gonna say I really don't have much to say on this because anything I say is just gonna come off like I don't know extremely hateful. Because
You have to see the videos of them playing.
I don't want to. I like goats. Goats are I pet goats. I mean I've eaten goats on occasion, but I like goats. I don't want to watch a bunch of like weirdos walk around with a goat carcass
No,
on a
I'm not
horse.
saying that. But when they play with a bag of sand or something and they're playing, it's the way they play, the way they control the horse. I mean, it's a lot like polo without the stick, but you're fighting other guys on horses for that bag of sand or that goat
Goat
carcass.
carcass.
It's incredible. They take it for real. It's intense.
If I remember right, at one point in like the 60s, Afghanistan was like known for like progressiveness and education, things like that. Cold War really fucked them over. That
Uh-huh.
was our fault. That America messed that one up. Sorry, Afghanistan. I'm pretty sure they would have got. I mean, if we'd probably left them alone, they probably wouldn't have been. They probably grow past playing with dead animals. But seriously, the internet's around, guys. If we ever get any Afghani listeners, thank you for listening. But stop playing with dead animals.
Yeah. Learn how to play baseball. All right.
No, play their game. Just use the sack of sand, or I don't know, roadkill maybe. If it absolutely has to be disgusting, or go to the store, buy a side of beef. I don't know. just just
Yeah.
don't kill a goat for a sport. That's just weird.
It's very strange. Very strange. But this last one is the strangest. Now, Darrell, how bored would you have to be if you would want to put ferrets down your pants and make a competition out of it?
I mean, I don't know if it's a matter of boredom. It would have to be like what kind of chemicals are in my system, and I don't know how much I hate having testicles or something.
Uh-huh.
Like if I was just really like, you know what, it's really hard having testicles. I mean, after all, it's just a part of my body that if it gets hit hard enough, I'll die.
Yeah.
So, how about I don't know, put a varmint in there that could potentially chew them off.
Uh-huh.
That sounds like a fucking great idea. So,
Well, you've just invented the game called ferret legging. What happens is competitors tie their pants at the ankles before placing two ferrets inside and securely fastening their belt to prevent the ferret from escaping. Each competitor then stands in front of the judges for as long as he can. Competitors cannot be drunk or drugged, nor can the ferrets be sedated. In addition, competitors are not allowed to wear underwear beneath their pants, which must allow the ferrets free access from one leg to the other, and the ferrets must have a full set of teeth that must not have been filed or otherwise blunted. The winner is the person who lasts the longest. I guess they won, but at what cost?
where in the world was this invented? Is this Ireland? This sounds like something from Ireland or Scotland.
England. England. The origin of ferret legging is disputed. The sport seems to have become popular among coal miners in Yorkshire, England, in the late 1970s. Though some Scots claim it gained popularity in Scotland. But who really wants to bragging right on that one?
I mean, why don't they play a more, like I mean, the sport that people seem to enjoy more, like, gerbil assholing. You know, I mean, people seem to really enjoy that one.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Uh, I mean, I mean, this is you can't turn a frat boy hazing competition into a sport. It's not a sport.
Well,
That's
they
just
made it a sport.
it is not a sport. I don't care if people are paid to do it. I don't care if it's televised. That is a fucking game show. That is a game show. That is
Yeah.
Fear Factor. It is a contest. It is a contest. I will grant you that. It is not a sport. You do not have to be athletic to sit there and be like, oh, like I've been training for 6 months. My wife's been just sporadically using a clothespin on my sack, getting ready for this. No, there's no training. to get ready to have a ferret in your pants. So it is not a
Two
sport.
ferrets.
Two ferrets.
Two ferrets.
I would only call something a sport if it requires training. Extreme ironing, boom, you're gonna have to train for that. Dead goat sport, yeah, you're gonna have to train for that. I will allow that, but I am not going to accept this as a sport. This is a contest. It is a competition, but it is not a sport. It is not anything athletic about it. That is, like it is weirdo people playing a drunk game while sober and pretending like it's something it's not. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Well, according to Marlene Blackburn of the Richmond Ferret Rescue League, ferret legging originated in public houses where patrons would bet on who could keep a ferret in his pants the longest. Just like you were saying. The sport may alternatively have originated during a time when the relatively wealthy in England were allowed to keep ferrets used for hunting, forcing the animal poachers to hide their illicit ferrets in their trousers to avoid detection by gamekeepers. I kind of like that origin better.
We have a couple of, we actually have a handful of listeners and watchers in the United Kingdom. And it's only for that reason I have not decided to bust out an English accent while denigrating the stupidity of creating a competition like this. I admire your cheese wheel thing. That is amazing. I love it. I like darts. Darts is good. Y'all do darts. Y'all are really good at it.
Yeah. So you ever seen darts on TV? Holy crap.
Oh, yeah. I love watching it. I don't understand cricket, but I've seen it and it requires I couldn't do it.
No,
I'm not
skill.
athletic enough for it. Yeah, no, there's skill. And even, I'll do this for you. Your football. That's for the English people. That is me catering to the audience. That is, your thing. Y'all are big on that and y'all love it and you're passionate about it. That's great. Find the people that are doing this ferret thing and stop them. Get them out. Send them to Afghanistan in a goat costume because these are not people that are bringing that they're not good for your gene pool. Get them out. Excise them from your gene pool.
Well, they would even wear white pants so they could see the blood forming. Today, it's still going but waning. There have been pressure from animal activist groups of stopping this competition.
No shit.
Yeah,
I mean, seriously, why. Yeah, because look, there are certain animal things that I like that animal rights people don't like. I like greyhound racing, but that's because greyhounds really, really like to run. They love running. The big issue that made it all bad was because breeders mistreated them and were horrible to them for a long, long time. That was the worst part about it. But this, if a dude just, can't take it and he just starts rolling around on the ground, he's going to end up crushing this poor little ferret. And which I don't think any ferrets deserve that. They're cute. I don't ever want to own one, but they're cute. Yeah, I'll actually support the animal rights activists on this one. It is not. It is not anything that the ferret is not getting anything out of this.
I don't think so. I wouldn't think so.
I mean, it's kind of like gerbil assholing. I understand them not liking that either because it doesn't work out well for the gerbil.
No, they usually die.
Yeah.
At least in what? The current world record is held by 67-year-old Frank Bartlett with an unbelievable record of 5 hours and 30 minutes of having ferrets in his pants. But the funny thing is, the prior record was only 45 seconds.
I'm guessing he won the ferret lottery that day and they just didn't care, or maybe he had a stroke and he just couldn't feel the leg they were on or something. I don't know.
He just really liked it. But
I hate this. This is I don't hate it for the same reasons that I hate the Buzkashi one.
Buzkashi.
Yeah, whatever. I do. I hate this for other reasons because it's not a sport. It is a hazing frat stunt, and that's all it is. It's like, hey, dude, I bet you can't, shove this beer can up your butt. Let me watch. Do it slower. That kind of shit.
Yeah.
I wasn't in a fraternity for a reason.
Yeah, I never wanted to do that either.
Yeah. No.
Well, I'm just kidding about that 46-second record. I don't know what the prior record was. It's just weird that he lasted 5 hours and 30 minutes with ferrets running around in his pants.
Well,
like, why do you think that would be a good number? Like, what made him stop after that mark?
I don't know. Maybe he needed to take a shit. It's
Maybe.
like, if you pull down your pants, you lose it. I can't do it. I was gonna do it. I was like, holy shit! Like halfway through, I was like, oh god, we have British people listen to us, and I'm doing it really bad ghetto, but like, you lose, but and then they'll be like, oh no, fuck this. I mean, because I will admit I can do an English accent. It's just I don't want to because I don't want to offend anyone.
Yeah. I think you'd be all right.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, well, that would do it for this episode. Let us know in the comments about a sport you made up or played as a child that was obscure. We played a combination of football and basketball in our elementary school called flickerball. Remember flickerball, Darrell?
I do. I remember it vividly. We also did crab soccer.
Crab soccer, yeah, that's another good one.
Yep, crab
Just
soccer.
Making up shit, yeah. Making up shit as we go.
Yeah.
Well, join us next week. Yeah.
You know what? Here's another thing. If anybody wants to start like a King of the Mountain league, let me know because I will totally watch that.
That'd be cool.
Turds shoving each other down a hill to be King of the Mountain. So
they had American Gladiators had a very similar game to that. And they were running up that pyramid of
dude sit there and knock them down. They go tumbling down the whole damn thing. Yeah,
that was great. That was great. Anyway, join us next week as Darrell tees up another topic that made him say, "Wait, what?"
Yeah. All right. Protect your goats. Protect your ferrets. They raping everybody here. Bye. You okay?
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Okay. We'll see you later.
Thank you for joining us for Wait What? If you would, tell your friends or your enemies that they can watch us on YouTube or Rumble. And if you don't want to see our face or if they don't want to see our faces, you can listen to us on your preferred audio platform. That's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Pandora, you name it. We're probably on there. Please like, review, and comment on whatever platform you joined us on today. We'd appreciate that a ton. Again, just thank you for listening and watching. We hope you'll join us next time. We'll make you say, wait, what?